jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the second half. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Gun.
Starting the half with a give to Brown. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Brown again. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Let's get set.
Burrow on the play action. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And the Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here we go.
Now it's Brown. He's still going at the 30. There he goes again. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Let's see, Kane, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
91, Bills 3. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Oliver with the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the 3rd. Now the shotgun give to Cook. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Underneath it goes, catch made by the running back. And he's tackled for a short gain. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Bengals get to him and take him down. And they're staring at the 4th down now after that sack.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Now comes the punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He has it at the 22. Space past the 35.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter.
On one, ready?
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10.
Wide 80. Stop.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
1-1, ready?
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
11. Gun. Stop.
Burrow back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21.
Makes it 2nd and 10
Here we go.
at the 21-yard line.
Stop.
Burrow to the air now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Oliver with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready.
Working from the gun. Here's Winston. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Bengals get to it! And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown! The Bengals capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead.
As quarterback, you just cannot play it fast and loose with ball security because those defenders, Kate, on the other side, they practice all week to rip and tear and claw at that football. He gave it away, and even worse, you watch him return it for 6.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. Here's Winston, 1st and 10. Trouble brewing, and the Bengals bring him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up.
Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Winston. They're going to get to him, and what a shot! The football's out! But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better balls.
He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. A 3rd consecutive sack. The defense totally dominating this drive, Brock. That brings up 4th down.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in their record books right now.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Here we go.
Brown gets it again here on 2nd. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That one gains 7. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he is going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. As he naps another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this a point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have 1 touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Oliver with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready!
Winston looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Coleman on that throw. And now it's second down.
Ready.
Winston now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Yards to go.
Motion the slot man right. On third down, here's Winston. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Front team unit out now. And he's been one of the players of this game.
Formation.
Hauls in this punt at the 8. And nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half.
Gun. Shot. Shot.
Now again, it's Brown heading right. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. On the handoff, this is Brown. Here he goes again. Hits the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals trying to end this before the final quarter.
He just keeps scoring and scoring and scoring it. Look at the juice he showed on touchdown number 4. He actually looks like he's getting stronger and faster as this game goes along. Just wow.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Oliver with the return. Lost control of another one. And they steal it back on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got 2 things on their mind. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
11. Shot.
On first down, here's Burrow. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals piling onto the scoreboard yet again. Well, as they drive forward to one right now, looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one. More than likely for more games to come.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the upright. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now run by Cook. Wow, it's free again! But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. Even 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed.
Oh no, he lost control of another one! But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Dodge the turnover, but still 3rd and pretty long. They've got to figure out.
Ready.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Big strike downfield to Coleman. 40! And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ready.
Winston to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that makes it 3rd down.
6 yards.
Ready. Blue lady.
Throw here, 3rd down. Lockett isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down. Comes their punter, and he's been getting all of it every time out. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this 2nd half.
11, Thomas. Gun. Cut. 12. 12. Cut.
Burrow now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
3rd and 1.
Here we go. 180. Cut.
Short yardage run here for Brown. By a man, he's in the clear. Cuts it right sideline, and he's off to the races. Into the red zone. And he'll bring it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He loses it on the hit. And they steal it back. turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
McPherson at the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Oliver with the return. Loses it again. And they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Bengals trying to end this before the final quarter. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Slot man motioned over. Throwing is Winston. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Bengals get to him and take him down. And that tech may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
So he scooped a fumble, and now he gets home and drops the quarterback for a sec. You know what that tells me about this linebacker? He's not afraid to put his face in the fan and fight through some guys to make some game-changing plays.
Ready.
Third and long for him here. Wow, it's free again! Massive hits, the ball's out. And the Bengals get to it! Not much return after the fumble, but they will take over inside the red zone.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go. 180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. He dodged the tackle. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that.
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Bengals lengthen the lead at the end of the third. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
I think they're running out of ways to celebrate.
I think so too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations. But my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone. And it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
McPherson at the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.